For almost all of Earth's history, life has existed under a single rule. Nothing survives forever. Entire species disappear. Oceans collapse. Forests vanish. Predators that once ruled continents are erased so completely that only fragments of bone remain buried beneath rock. The history of Earth is not peaceful. It is a history written through extinction. And Earth has nearly reset itself multiple times. Around 252 million years ago, during the Permian mass extinction, volcanic eruptions transformed the planet into something close to uninhabitable. Temperatures rose catastrophically. Oceans lost oxygen. Acid rain poisoned ecosystems. Scientists estimate that nearly 90 to 96% of marine life disappeared. It was the worst extinction event Earth has ever experienced. Entire worlds vanished. But something survived. Not a giant predator. Not a dinosaur. Not an intelligent mammal. A creature older than trees. The horseshoe crab. Today, if you saw one washed along a shoreline, you might not even look twice. Its body looks strange but simple. A curved armored shell. Thin legs beneath it. A long pointed tail trailing behind like a relic from another age. And in many ways it is. Because horseshoe crabs have existed for roughly 450 million years. That means they were already alive long before dinosaurs appeared. Before mammals existed. Before the first forests covered land. Before humanity. They emerged in oceans so ancient that the world itself would feel almost alien to us. And somehow, they endured. Fossil evidence shows that ancient horseshoe crabs looked remarkably similar to the ones still alive today. Their body structure barely changed across hundreds of millions of years. Paleontologists often refer to them as living fossils, because their anatomy appears almost frozen in time. That detail is more unsettling than it sounds. Most creatures evolve constantly because survival demands adaptation. Environments change. Predators change. Climate changes. Species that fail to adapt usually disappear. But horseshoe crabs reached a body design so effective that evolution barely needed to rewrite it. Nature created something that already worked. And it kept working while the planet collapsed around it again and again. The first mass extinction they survived was the Ordovician extinction around 444 million years ago, when severe climate shifts and falling sea levels devastated marine ecosystems. Then came the Devonian extinction, which wiped out vast numbers of ocean species millions of years later. Still they survived. Then came the Permian extinction. Imagine Earth during that time. Massive volcanic eruptions in what is now Siberia released enormous amounts of carbon dioxide and methane into the atmosphere. Oceans heated dramatically. Oxygen levels crashed. Entire marine food chains collapsed. The seas became toxic. Most life could not adapt quickly enough. But horseshoe crabs possessed unusual advantages. Their biology allowed them to tolerate low oxygen environments better than many marine animals. They could survive in shallow coastal habitats where conditions constantly fluctuated. Their diet was flexible. Their armored bodies offered protection. And their survival strategy required less specialization than many other species that vanished. They were not the strongest creatures. They were the most adaptable. And adaptability is often more powerful than dominance. Then Earth changed again. Around 66 million years ago, an asteroid struck the planet near present-day Mexico. The impact triggered firestorms, tsunamis, darkness, and global ecological collapse. Dinosaurs disappeared. Entire ecosystems died. But once again, horseshoe crabs survived. Think about what that truly means. This creature has crawled across ocean floors while continents split apart. It survived while giant marine reptiles vanished. It survived while dinosaurs rose and fell. It survived ice ages, collapsing oceans, and global extinction events powerful enough to erase most life on Earth. And even now, it remains almost unchanged. But perhaps the strangest part of the story is not its age. It is its blood. Horseshoe crab blood is blue. Not metaphorically. Literally blue. Human blood uses iron to transport oxygen, which gives it a red color. Horseshoe crabs use copper-based molecules instead, turning their blood a deep blue when exposed to oxygen. And hidden inside that blue blood is something extraordinary. Their immune system is so sensitive to bacterial toxins that modern medicine still depends on it today. Scientists use compounds derived from horseshoe crab blood to test vaccines, surgical tools, and medical equipment for dangerous bacterial contamination. A creature older than dinosaurs is now helping modern humans survive invisible threats. That connection feels almost impossible. An animal born in prehistoric oceans before trees existed is still influencing human civilization hundreds of millions of years later. But there is another layer to this story. Because surviving Earth's past does not guarantee surviving humanity. In recent decades, horseshoe crab populations have declined in several regions due to overharvesting, habitat destruction, and biomedical collection. The very creature that endured multiple mass extinctions now faces pressure from a species that has existed for only a tiny fraction of its lifespan. Us. And maybe that is the most disturbing realization of all. Earth itself failed to destroy this creature for 450 million years. Asteroids failed. Volcanoes failed. Mass extinctions failed. But humans might succeed. The horseshoe crab is more than an ancient animal. It is evidence that survival is not always about power, intelligence, or size. Sometimes survival belongs to creatures that endure quietly, adapting just enough while entire empires of life disappear around them. Long before humans looked at the stars, before dinosaurs shook the ground, before forests covered Earth, something was already crawling across ancient shorelines beneath a dark and unfamiliar sky. And against every catastrophe this planet could unleash, it never disappeared.